The Queen's death meant a delay to Parliament, but it's back today, and let's go to Canberra now because joining us live is the independent Senator Jacqui Lambie. Senator, good to see you after a few weeks. What do you see as the priority for you this week?
Well, I think it's getting that ICAC bill down pat and making sure that that's ready to go, especially for it to go in that lower house. And of course, anything else that comes up on the agenda during the week, certainly be prepared to tackle that. But I would expect it to be a fairly quiet week, Pete, to be honest with you, but who knows?
The government, the opposition has, just talking to Dan Tehan a short time ago and just looking to some of the commentary on the weekend, seems fairly open to this new government's version of an anti-corruption commission. Are you encouraged by that?
I am encouraged by having an anti-corruption commission up here, full stop, and the more teeth it has, mate, the better off we're all going to be. There's no doubt about that. I think due to the lack of trust out there in the with public opinion, we need to do something, and we need to do it drastically pretty quickly. Right. And I think this is a good way forward. I think people have had a gutful of politicians being let off the rope, mate. This is what it comes down to, and I think it's a good start. Okay,
well, just on that, yes, from what you've been able to see so far, does it have enough teeth?
I believe it will have enough teeth. However, I'll be meeting with the lower house crossbench tomorrow. We're going to their meeting tomorrow, and of course, I believe that we have another one with the Attorney's Office on Wednesday to make sure that's all secured in. Okay.
Cost of living is, of course, going to be front and centre of things as well. The fuel excise cuts come to an end at midnight on Wednesday night, so people are going to have to find another, $15 or so to fill up a tank of fuel. What are your concerns about that, and are you okay with that coming to an end?
I'm not really, and I don't think a lot of people are. I'm very happy about that coming to an end. I know it's costing us, but quite frankly, unless they can relieve those living pressures elsewhere in the budget, we really need to have a good look at this. Like, wages are not going up, mate. We have a real problem out there. I just feel like, you know, it's Christmas around the corner. It's just starting to feel like a bit of Christmas Grinch out there. And I believe, once again, mate, we should have left them in until March. I don't think things are going to turn around. I don't think they're going to get any better next year, I'll be brutally honest with you. Not what I can see on the ground in Tasmania. It just seems each month is getting a little bit worse. And people are really, really struggling out there. You've only got to go through the supermarkets. You know, you've got people in there pulling their hair out, just going, what am I supposed to go without this week? That's where we're at, and it is really, really sad out there. So that's a predicament that we're in. You know, we still don't know if we're going to hit a recession, and what does that look like? We're obviously watching the rest of the world now hitting that. What does that look like for Australia over the next 6 months? Is that going to make cost of living even more? And these are the questions that need to be answered. So, you know, removing that fuel tax excise at the moment, I just don't think it's in the best interest of the country. Okay,
the government points to TAFE changes. It points to cheaper medicines from next year, cheaper childcare as well for the majority of people. I mean, is that enough in terms of longer-term fixes?
I don't think it is going to be, and I'm glad that you mentioned childcare, because quite frankly, there seems to be a lot of childcare people out there that own childcare centres that are running around in nice big mansions and cars. So maybe they need to, you know, have a good look at the end of that, because it doesn't mean because you're giving more money out there to childcare that their childcare costs from those childcare centres aren't going to go through the roof, mate. Sure. So they've done nothing about capping any of that. This is just stupid. I think this is stupid economics in doing it this way until you work out what's going to be the end game here with these people that own these childcare centres, because there is a lot of them that certainly are not going without. What's going to stop them from putting their prices up, mate? That's the question we've got. At least with the tax excise, we know that we're getting 22 cents back in the dollar give or take, that we can put extra fuel in our car, or we've got that extra $15 or $20 a week to spend, which, you know, is a couple of cartons of milk, mate, and a couple of loaves of bread, because that's about all you're getting for $20 these days.
Well, I think Warren Hogan, the noted economist on our program a short time ago, he'd be in your corner there too. He says this fuel excise cut's going to only add to inflation as well. Plus, you've got those other factors as well. Jacqui, we'll have to leave it there. Good to see you, though.